everybody, it's Gigi with Stamp Fanatics, and I'm just trying to get the glare off for a minute, and then I'll put the lights back on when I go to do my video. This is the card we're going to be making today. Isn't he cute? And he's got that great buffalo check. And if you're out there, just say hi, tell me where you're from, give me a heart, thumbs up or something so I know you're out there. I wanted to talk about the buffalo check real quick. And this is our buffalo check background stamp, and this is a pretty large stamp that Stampin' Up! Has come out with, and they're right on point. I have seen buffalo check everywhere. I've seen it on clothes, obviously, you know, shirts and things, but I've also seen it on furniture for fabric. I've seen it on home accessories like pillows. I've also seen placemats, napkins. I've seen it on plates. If you go to Hobby Lobby, they had like a whole kind of a shelf just of all of the placemats, plates, napkins, everything that had the black and white buffalo check. And don't limit yourself to just black and white. I just wanted to see how cute this is in a green and white for Christmas and for the holidays. And this one's really cute. Again, I'm using my cute Spirited Snowman. And this is just a darling set. I absolutely love it. I used him the last time. And today I'm going to use this cute guy who's ice skating. I just think he's so cute. And we're going to use the Stamparatus today. Now, if you haven't gotten the Stamparatus yet, it is a device that helps you line things up and helps you stamp accurately. And the difference in a Stamparatus and what these other companies have is that it has two sets of plates that come across, and you can put stamps on one side, then you can flip it over and put another one on the other side, so you can have up to 4 stamps. Well, the cool thing that came out in our news today for Stampin' Up! Is that starting October 1st, they're going to have accessories for this. You're going to have more plates, so if you want to do 6 stamps at a time, maybe you have a lot of projects that you're doing, or you just have more than 4 that you want to line up, you can add more plates. You can also add the foam piece that comes with the set. There's also more magnets in case you break your magnets. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, and then there's also the grid paper, and I'll show you this. This is the Stamparatus, and these are the plates I was talking about. And then they're going to have grid paper that measures this, I guess, 7 by 7 inch. I'm not sure if it was 6 by 6 or 7 by 7, but it is the size of the Stamparatus. So you can line things up with your grid paper like I'm doing. I actually just took some of our grid paper that I have now and I cut it down, but it would be so convenient to have a pad that I can just rip off and I can go ahead and just put right on my Stamparatus. So I'm thrilled about that. So what I did was I just took a piece of our Whisper White cardstock, and this is plain. I'm also going to use it as my base for my card, and I'll have all the measurements over on my blog later on. And this is our large buffalo check stamp that will just go across here, and that's how I'm going to stamp with it. So I'm going to show you, when you go to stamp on your Stamparatus, you should definitely put some type of a little case underneath it, so when you're stamping and getting your ink on there, you're not stressing the edge here. And I've talked about that before. You don't want to crack it and have to replace them. If anything, you want the accessories so that you can buy more and have more for your stamps, not to replace them. So definitely want to be thinking about that. And I'm just taking my Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to ink up this whole stamp. And let's see, we're just going to keep going and going. Let's see, I think it almost all done. And it's got a cute check to it. Some is light and some is dark. And the part that we can do, I have a little smudge here that I'm not really liking, so I'm going to take my chamois. And this is the chamois if you haven't seen it yet. It comes like this. Now I've cut mine into 3. I have 1 big piece and 2 small ones, because I found when I'm using my Stamparatus, just sometimes the small one's good enough to just fix anything that I don't like. So I'm just coming across and wiping off some of the smudges that I made. And you want to keep, while you're using it, you want to keep your pieces in here so that they stay moist, because they will dry out with the air and then they kind of get hard like a brick. They will look tie-dyed like this, but all you need to do is rinse them off with water, and they rinse out and they are stained, but it doesn't show, it's just stained. It's sort of like how any well-used stamp is. After a while, they just get stained. So what I'm going to do is I'm just taking it over, I'm going to press it around, and let's see how the stamp looks. Our magnets hopefully are holding it down. Now you can see over here I kind of missed a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp it again. Let's get my edge out there a little bit more. And let's go back over. That's why I like the Stamparatus with a background stamp, because you can come back and forth as many times as you need to re-ink and to get your ink evenly distributed. Okay, so this is pretty wet right now, and here's our magnets. And here's what I did was I just took washi tape and went around it a few times. You can use a stronger one if you want, and you can use, what is it, painter's tape or something like that. I just went around a bunch of times, and then I went and made this little tab. So my magnets, when they go to the back, and let me show you the back of it, they're just going to fit in there. I have an easy way to pick them back up, because they are strong magnets and you're going to break your nails when you try to get them off. So you want to have some way of picking them up and not letting them get together. And remember, they're very strong, so you definitely don't want them to crash into each other. They're very hard to separate, and they might even break. So, all right, let me just wipe this down again real quick, clean it off. And I like that there's no chemicals on this. This is just water on this chamois. So nothing that's going to hurt anything, and I like that idea. So, all right, even wipe off the glass a little bit. All right, let's put that aside, and I'm going to bring in my paper cutter, and I'm going to take this, let's cut that down a little bit to the edge. And then I'm going to come over at 2.5 inches wide. And I hope I had done this right. I think I did. Let's see. We've got our card. Yeah. It's going to go great right there. All right. So I'm just going to take a little bit of snail and add it on there to our card. Oh, let's see, I kind of like it this way, I think. Just kind of centering it. Stamp our snowman. And what I'm going to be using is some black Memento ink. And I'm going to be coloring with some of my Stampin' Write markers this time. You could use blends if you'd like, whatever colors you have. And let's see, okay, I'm going to put him right about there. Give it a minute for the ink to release. There you go. And then I'm going to start coloring this little guy. And while I'm coloring him, I did want to tell you about the clearance rack. We also have new things in our clearance rack. And if you haven't been over there lately, get over and go take a look. It is some really great stuff. They've got ribbons, they've got just tons of different things, you know, accessories and things that you can use. And I'm trying to see how I did it the other card, so I'm trying to color it kind of the same way. And definitely go over there and take a look, because you might as well take advantage. Some of the ribbons down to, like, I think it was $2. So definitely a great deal and a great time to go shop. And if you do shop, please go over here to stampfanatics.com, use my host code, and I'll send you out a nice thank you too for shopping with me. I'm actually in North Carolina, so I was one of the lucky ones that did not succumb to the storm. I know a lot of the beach was to get that better, but we were very lucky. We hardly had any rain. We had like one day of it. And we had some wind and gusts, maybe 30, 40 miles an hour, but nothing like what everybody else had to go through. And so we count ourselves very blessed and lucky. I have 2 huge pin oak trees in my backyard and another big oak in the front yard. And I'll tell you, I was a little nervous about them coming down, especially with a full day and full night of rain, and also with the wind gusts and everything. It was kind of scary. But like I said, we were very lucky and we did well, and I am very thankful for that. And I'm horrified for the people at the beach and what they're going through. We keep hearing more stories every day, and it's probably been more predominant on our news than maybe yours, but yeah, it's tough. And I know other cities have had the same thing, so you guys relate. But back to some happiness here. Look at this cute snowman. This is our Spirited Snowman. This set, I just can't put it down. I don't know. I've been into it. I don't know if I'm like ready for winter. Probably not. You know, I just want fall. But yeah, I'm really loving this guy. He's so cute. All of them in this set are really adorable. I know a lot of you have kind of purchased that already for me because I get to see what you're purchasing. But let's do these little buttons too. I'll do every other one. Okay, and then we're going to take our Granny Apple Green, and we're going to do, let's see, his shoes, or skates rather. We're doing that in the Granny Apple Green too. And pardon me for not looking up to see if you're saying hi or not, but it's hard to color and do this at the same time, so we'll look back. And if I don't answer you right now, I definitely will look back after the video. I'm doing the bottom of his skates with my light crumb cake blend. I just don't know what I did with my Stampin' Write marker, so I just grabbed my blend. It works too. All right, and we're going to also do his arms with the little twig arms that he has. So I'm going to do that in the brown. And I see I missed a button, so I'll be coming back for him. And let's see. Let's get that other button I missed right there. I guess I missed all the green ones. There we go. And then for my nose, I'm going to use Mango Melody. This is a really nice bright orange, and I just love a bright carrot orange nose. And that's it. Okay, so I'm just going to take some snail. And this piece, like I said, I'll give you the measurements later, but if you're curious to know now, it's 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And so then this Granny Apple Green piece that I have is going to be just a 1/4 inch more, so it's 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. I'm just going to add it there. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals and just put them in the 4 corners. And go ahead and attach it to the card. And I'm going to kind of put him off to the side a little bit. I want the buffalo check to show. So I will kind of have him sort of in the middle. And we're just going to put him maybe about there. Cute. And then I want to leave room for a saying. So I have a piece of Whisper White. This measures about a 1/2 inch by 3. And then Granny Apple Green, I did about 3 1/4 by 3/4. So I'm going to take the little saying, and I'm going to do it in the red, because I already have the green for the back. And let's see, let's try to get this. Let's see, I kind of put it over a little bit. That looks pretty good. And then on the ends, I'm just going to take my paper snips, and I'm just going to kind of snip this little end piece. You start in the middle, and then you come in from either side, and that kind of makes like a banner for you. I'm going to do the same thing with the green. I'm going to take my piece, come in the middle, and just go from corner to the middle, like that. All right, and then I'm going to put these 2 pieces together. So let's go ahead and add a little snail. And I think I'll start on this side to make sure I have it about even. Okay, and let's cut this off a little bit. All right, there we go. And we can go ahead and attach this to our card. So I'm just going to take, again, a couple dimensionals and add it on. And put it down there. And then I really like the little holly that's in this stamp set. So I'm going to take my black Memento ink, and I'm going to also stamp my holly. I'm going to color it with the Granny Apple Green for the leaves. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of red for underneath the berries, but I am going to put some of our enamel dots on top because I just love a little sparkle, like I said, on the holidays. So there, that's pretty good. And then a little red underneath for the berries that I'm going to cover up anyway, but this way if anything shows it won't look white. And then you're just going to take your paper snips and you're just going to cut it out. Save time. Of course, I've already kind of done that. I'm going to take one of my, well, let's see, I think I'm going to use a mini dimensional because this is pretty small. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And let's add that right to this corner here. Cute. And then I'm going to get my enamel shapes. And I'm using this nice, I think this is really lipstick, but it's got the red sparkle in it. It all coordinates well. So I'm going to go ahead and put one on our berries. Now I'm not sure if I have enough small ones, but we'll try it. And let's see, we'll do one over here maybe because that's, oops, looks a little smaller. And you know what, I keep forgetting I want to use my new tool. I have my new You Pick It tool, and this picks these up really well, and I should be demonstrating it more, I'm sorry. So let's push this one over here. Let's see if I can do it. I don't want to rip it. All right. Yeah, I kind of did rip it. All right, let's get that out of there. And we'll just pick up another one and put it up there. And maybe another one. Whoa, not there. There we go. And my last one, let's see, I put a couple up in the corners of the card, so let's do that. Take some of the medium-sized ones and put one there and maybe one down here. And that's our card. Isn't that cute? And this guy is so adorable. I absolutely love him. And doesn't he look good with the buffalo check? I mean, it's just so bright. You can do him in red. You can do him in orange for Halloween. You can do the traditional what you're seeing out there, the black and white check, which is really cool too. Excuse me. This I absolutely love. And so let me show you what the stamp sets were again. They are our buffalo check and also our spirited snowman. And you can go on my site at stampfanatics.com and you can order them. And this is my September host code, so please use that. Hey Leslie, thanks for joining me. If you didn't get to see it all, don't worry. When I sign off, you can still go to my website and I'll have it up there in a few minutes for you to see. So this is the tool I was using, was our You Pick It, and that's the one where it has different edges to it. You can pick up, with this putty, you can pick up your sequins, things that are tiny on this side. You can pick up your rhinestones or any of your enamel shapes. You can pull this out, flip it around, and you've also got a paper piercer. And then it also comes with two scoring tools that are extra. Oh, that's another thing. For the extra items for your Stamparatus that's coming out in October, they're also going to have more of these for replacements. And so you'll be able to get your putty and all that. All right, let's see, what else did I want to tell you? I think that's everything. Don't forget to go over and check the clearance rack. There's tons of new things over there. If you like the card, give me a thumbs up and let me know. Leave a comment. I love to read your comments. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and just ask me and I'll be happy to answer you and comment. Leslie, did you have any questions before I go, since you're here and I see you? If not, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put this down and get it up on the site so that people that didn't get to see it, this will probably be the time I'm going to shoot my live videos, because for West Coast people it would be later in the afternoon, and it's kind of early enough still on the East Coast that it doesn't, you know, hopefully get into dinner time and stuff. So this will be the time that I'll probably be doing my Facebook Lives on Tuesday from now on. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have a great day.